Ending toxic relationships. Uh-oh, I went there. Ending toxic relationships. We all have it. In fact, we all have it right this second. As a matter of fact, what better way to remind us than Thanksgiving? How many arguments take place in Thanksgiving, right? When the families get together and you haven't seen people in a long, long time, you know, egos, all these egos in one room and pent up, you know, incidents, and there's some serious history on that dinner table or lunch table, right? And it all comes out, right? Thankfully, I don't have to deal with any of that bullshit because I don't really, I'm not close with family. And so my story is that I cut out a lot of people in my life because folks, again, my age drop. I am 49 years old. So I am 49 years old. I am a thriving Gen Xer. I do intermittent fasting, walking 10,000 plus steps every single day. And I drink a gallon of water every day. I do weightlifting at home, my home gym, and I have a martial arts and a dance background. I'm also an actor, musician. Acting wise, I'm signed to a Las Vegas Select Talent Agency here, actively auditioning for gigs. So that's my little rundown. Cutting people off is healthy. Cutting people off is healthy, and a lot of us live with a lot of this heavy guilt in our shoulders of not doing it sooner. And years pass by, and we have certain people in our lives that no longer deserve to be in our proximity, and they are the ones holding you back from progress. And so, for me personally, I just found a lot of people around me were pretenders, were fake cheerleaders. When you win, when you achieve something, they're nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found, even on social media. Right? Not that I need validation. There was a time I was seeking validation. I was immature. We all do that. But from this lens and perspective, where I stand today, I realize even some of my family, most of them, extended and also within, cousins and some select aunties and uncles, it's a lot of fakeness. And I was always taught, as I'm East Asian, so my culture runs a little differently, where they say, just son, just show up and just do it. Just be there. It's okay. It's a sign of respect. Just do it. It's a sign of respect. You'll be fine. And I used to have to sit through all these painful events through my lifetime, right? And my mom included. She's super toxic, and I talk about this. Through all these, over the years and decades of pain, to realize, like, damn, this energy stinks, like, who, I don't want to be here. Every time I was around family, I tried to love them. I was very transparent. I was always giving. I was always accessible. I'm an artist. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I was giving away my emotions too quickly. I was giving my stories away too quickly, and never really felt like people were cheering for me or the support. Even in my community, extended community, as a byproduct of my family, maybe I just had such a high profile as a performing artist, and I was the only one in my circle that made a name for myself doing what I love to do. But people will hate you, family. Anyway, if you're doing well and if you're into self-improvement and you're conquering, there's a spotlight on you, right? And I'm nothing special, but I was special in that sense, is that, oh, my watch, I didn't even record my outdoor walk, that he's different, it's in a way, it's like Kobe Bryant, Mamba mentality. Oh man, that guy is different. He's a killer. Like, and I still hadn't fully developed into the Mamba that I am today. My life got better when I cut a lot of these people up. You get the point. I want to jump to the good part. Is I knew all along for decades that there are certain people, most people don't deserve me. And when I look back and how far I've come in my road to success, these people are left in the dust. Like, fat, plain and simple, out of shape. They look like ish, man. Like, so in my head, I'm like, so I was right. And if I stayed there like crabs in a bucket, they would keep me from becoming the best version of myself. When I left California 2 years ago, I left everything behind and started my life here. And it's the best thing that I could have done. I already knew my mom was crazy since childhood. She was about a 9 or a 10 in today's society, so that's why my father married her. He fell in love with her looks, and I get it. Of course, I have some of those, right? I should be thankful and blessed with that. But remember, my genetics are long gone. My genetics are long gone. I am putting the work right here every day with you, with us. My endurance, just walking every day and talking, putting out my soul, my energy. This is time, but this is also a certain mindset. This mindset I've acquired not just through Mamba mentality, Kobe Bryant, and other athletes. I study athletes. It's separating from all those nasty people that are really low key haters, and you have to end these relationships sooner. Everyone deserves one opportunity, one mistake, one shot, maybe two. Like, forgive them, right? But there's a pattern. There's a sort of this energy you can smell in the air, and it stinks, and it's called hate. There's no matter how well you do, they'll never cheer for you. Their compliments will always be backhanded. It's a gaslit compliment. You'll get a backhanded slap, right? That's my mother, along with other people in my family. And my father was a victim to a lot of this abuse in his earlier life when he was healthy. If you don't know, if you're catching up to my channel, my father was struck with Parkinson's at the age of 35. I come from that background. So he died eventually at age 73. So I can't even begin to describe that story, but I've done videos on that, so you can take a look at that on this channel. Just type in Parkinson's and search it on my channel, you'll see it. And so as we start ending this year on that note, maybe this is the last time you will see that family member. Maybe this Thanksgiving was the nail in the coffin, right? Maybe this Thanksgiving was it for you, for your health, for your benefit, for your progress, for you to propel forward. Maybe this was it. Folks, it's okay. It's okay to cut off your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, whoever, your best friend. That's a sign of growth. Moving on from a friendship and a situation, even an intimate relationship, it's a sign of growth. The intimate relationships are a lot harder, especially if you haven't grown psychologically and if you're not emotionally intelligent and you haven't done the work. That's harder. I'm in no position to say that, it's a perfect one-shot deal. You're going to be rebounding, coming back and forth. That's harder, but it has to be done, and it sooner or later it ends. And the longer it goes on, the worse the ending is, more pain. And so I'm almost back to my car. So cutting out toxic people, cutting out toxic relationships that don't support your goal, they don't cheer for you naturally, right? It's time for them to go. And maybe this is why you have not been able to jumpstart your personal quest to excellence. At least that's for me. That was 100% why I wasn't operating at my max potential. This extends beyond family. This can be at your workplace. This can be in a social circle. This can be in a community that you're part of. Anywhere. But you gotta be, your intuition, your instinct will tell you there's something about this person I don't like. Why am I being so friendly? Why am I saying yes when I really meant no? Why? Why am I smiling so much when it's not really funny? Why am I laughing at their jokes when it's not even funny? It's nervous laughter. It's just the nerves. I didn't realize I walked so far. I'm like, where did I park again? You understand? And I had a best friend in the boy band that I wasn't part of. I grew up. I talk about that too on my channel. That we grew apart as we were best friends for about 20 something years, and we still are. We always will be. But he pulled away. I could never understand why. And sometimes people will give you no reason to just disappear from your life, and that should tell you a lot. He's going through some health problems right now. It's a terminal condition, right? I'm not gonna say that, you know, I'm not gonna be there for you. There's only so much I can do by living. I know I'm in Vegas, he's in California, but there was a time, I tell myself, when I was so accessible to everyone. I was so people pleasing and so charismatic, and in terms of catering to everyone, putting myself second. And I seldom thought about, hey, the problem is not me, because I walked around feeling I was never good enough. Go figure, goes back to my childhood. So all these things were coming at me. All these psychological factors and issues were coming at me. And sometimes you may be the only one keeping that relationship together. Sometimes you are the life of that party. Sometimes you're the spark to that circle, right? So you take your power back is what I'm saying. That's the way you take your power back. And I'm going to end it with this. If you don't put your foot down, if you don't disconnect, if you don't pull away, right? And if you continue to stay there, then it's your fault. If you don't show people who you are and how you'd like to be treated, they will show you how you will be treated. That's human nature, folks. If you let people step on you, they will step on you and then some. Hopefully you got some value out of this, some aha moments. Normally I do this massive 1 hour walk after my workout, but right now I'm fasting, empty stomach. I can already feel my stomach gurgling because, like I said, blood flow, the growth hormone, intermittent fasting, right? And I'm walking. So I knocked out about a good 20 minutes or so just through doing what I love to do, multitasking. I solve a lot of my problems through walking, a lot of my ideas and decision making and, of course, problem solving. But also, I have literally come to terms with who I need to cut out from my life. And it can be as simple as that one last phone call. You don't have to make a formal announcement. You don't have to write a long, lengthy email. There's beauty in simply backing away slowly and fading out. There's beauty. Less is more. In the beginning, it's tough. Less is more. You just fade away. Remove all your communications. That's it. That's how you do it. And they'll know. They'll know. And when they reach out, you don't owe them a response. That's life. That's life. You don't owe anyone a response. Because this is how people treated me. When I reached out, hey, what happened? Nothing. Crickets. Including my intimate relationships. Today, I've become that person. I'm selfish of my time. I'm selfish of my energy. I'm also very careful on sharing good news, as well as talking about bad news and gossiping. That's what happens when you stick around people like that. It's my car. I'm back. I love this car. Maybe I keep recording until I get into the car. Yeah. But now you can see why I came out, right? This is like bucket list. If I can stop and pop into an environment and just record a couple of videos, hey, how cool is that? No? I'd love to get your thoughts on whatever situation you are in. The benefits of doing this with me is that we walk, get to know each other, we fast, right? And we make some critical decisions that impact the rest of our lives, folks. I'm back in the car. I can't believe I did this. Like, I walked, talked, and I'm back in the car. So, see if I can start this car. So, oh yeah, put this on Sports Plus mode. I love this car. It's like a bullet. And my GoPro will probably go somewhere like right there and one behind. But you can see, man, this is going to be so dope when I start driving. I don't know if you can hear the exhaust. Woo, woo, love it. Ending this here, folks. I love you all. I'll do a couple more videos later today. But on to the next one. I'm out.